Hi, this is Kevin Stewart from StockTA.com coming to you on Thursday, October 24th, 2024 to review some of the top ETF trading ideas right now. Just a reminder before we get started that I am not a registered financial professional and everything contained in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. Please contact a certified financial professional before you put $1 of your hard-earned money into these crazy markets. Also, I may currently own or own in the future some of the ETFs mentioned during this video. Now, join me as I dive into the stock market and try to find the best ETF trading ideas right now. ETFs, for those of you who are new to trading, are exchange-traded funds. They become incredibly popular with investors in recent times, and for a couple good reasons. They offer a unique combination of diversification, flexibility, cost effectiveness, and liquidity, making them an attractive option for investors of all levels. The current market landscape is complex and challenging one with rising inflation, interest rate hikes. Now the Fed's starting to cut and geopolitical tensions, in Ukraine and the Middle East, all contributing to a high degree of uncertainty. As a result, it's more important than ever to be selective when it comes to choosing the right ETFs for your personal portfolio. The vast majority of ETFs are not created equal, and it's crucial to do your homework and separate the winners from the losers. One of the biggest challenges facing investors is trying to navigate the increasingly volatile stock market. There's so many different asset classes, sectors, different styles, risk factors to pick from. It can be really tough to know where to start or where to put your money. ETFs are heavily influenced by macroeconomic trends, and it's clear that finding the right ETFs requires a deep understanding of the current market environment. And that's where a website like StockTA can come in handy to do your homework to keep you on the right side of the trend. Just a reminder, this is not investment advice, and there are no guarantees that our proprietary algorithm will work. But we've been in business since 1999. We have 161 million rows of code. We're trying to give the average investor, a technical edge to compete against the bigger shops they all have their own proprietary algorithms. So there's over 2,000 different ETFs to choose from. It's very easy to get overwhelmed and it's very hard to make informed decisions, particularly for new investors who may not have the experience or knowledge to navigate the complexity of the ETF market. I'm going to show about 10 ETFs that I find interesting right now. We're going to start with QQQ, which is a NASDAQ QQQ Invesco ETF. This covers tech. It is bullish across the board. If it has a score of 1, that's the highest. So 0.37 is about the middle of the road. It has medium support at 489.15. It's at 492.32. I've been a buyer in this 489 and 490 level. There is not much overhead resistance, and I believe tech could do well in this stagflationary environment. Next up is PAVE. This is infrastructure for the United States ETF, closed at 41.45. It is neutral across the board, has medium resistance at 41.54, so just right above this. So I'm keeping an eye on that level to see if it breaks out above that. It does not have much for support though until the 39.73 area and the 38.14 area. ITB, U.S. home construction. I actually bought some of this today. It is a neutral score across the board. Closed at 121.63, medium resistance at 122.27, more heavy resistance at 125.30. I'm curious to see if it could break above this resistance. I think it could run here. There's not much for support though, so I'm keeping my stop pretty tight in case I'm wrong. URA, which is a uranium ETF, closed at 31.77, bullish across the board. Very little resistance levels here and medium support at 31.40, more at 30.52, and now you're getting closer to heavy support at 28.79. With the tech industry and AI moving potentially to small nuclear reactors to cool their data centers and power their data centers. uranium could have a really big tailwind behind it. And with how this chart is set up, there's some really good support here. SLV, which is a Silver Trust iShares, closed at 30.69. Beautiful chart here, has really run up. SLV is up 41.76% on the year, which is insane. It's bullish across the board still. Um, Recently pulled back the last couple of days. Now it has some small resistance at 31.14, medium support at 29.35, and there's a good amount of support as you go down here. I have been in and out of this all year, and this has been one of my best trades of the year. This is a really good ETF. If you continue to have inflation or uncertainty about US debt levels, it's really performed quite well. COPEX is the silver miners ETF, is neutral across the board. I've been in and out of this all year. Closed at 44.9. What I found interesting is there's heavy resistance at 45.31. So I'm really watching this closely to see if it's which direction it's trying to go. Right now it's consolidating. XLG is the S&P Top 50 ETF. This is another one of my favorite stocks to trade. This is up 28.8% on the year. I've been in and out of this all year. I own it in my retirement account. It is bullish across the board with some pretty good scores. Closed at 48.17. Has medium support at 47.95 and medium support at 46.95 and not much resistance above it. ITA, this is aerospace and defense. It is up 19% on the year, is neutral overall and short term. Last trade was 149.39. Medium resistance at 151.76. So I'm watching that point to see, is it still consolidating? Is it trying to make its next leg up? This has been an interesting setup all year, and with everything going on in the world, some of these defense companies are very profitable right now. KBA, this is a China ETF. I thankfully caught this before it ran up and then sold it near the top using our stock screener. It is neutral across the board right now. Closed at 25.17, has medium resistance at 25.50. So that's another key level I'm watching. Some medium support at 24.36. You know, pretty heavy support at 21.98. So I'm curious if it traces all the way down closer to 22, or if it's consolidating here before it makes another run up. INDA, neutral overall, bearish short term. This is the India ETF, closed at 55.41. It is up 13.85%, but it is down 6.27% on the month. Has some pretty, these are both medium, 57.52, 56.42, and then 55.53. But if you add all that up, that's a heavy amount of resistance between the 55 level and the 58 level. I've been in and out of this all year. It did really well in the beginning part of the year, and it seems like it's kind of stalled out and losing some momentum here, and there's not much for heavy support or even medium support. So I'm watching this from the sidelines. I'm not an advocate for short selling. It's really tricky business and you got to be very advanced and it's very risky. For those of you who do short though, this could be an interesting setup with those resistance levels. And then EWG is a Germany ETF. Neutral across the board. It is up 12% on the year, closed at 32.87, has heavy resistance at 32.93. So it's very close to heavy resistance. I'm curious, is it going to break through it or is it going to break back down and continue to consolidate in the low 32 area? Thanks for watching. I try to keep these videos short. Please comment below. I'd love to hear from users if you have your own ETF picks or if there's questions or other ETFs you'd like me to review. But please go check out our channel at Stock TA. I have how-to videos, other investment-related videos, and please check out our website at stockta.com. It is free. Thank you.